In this video, I'm going to show you how to install the MT4i Trade Copier EA onto your MetaTrader platform. You're going to begin by clicking this word or this line of text that reads, "Click here to add your MT4 account." You need to start off here by clicking this line, and it will open up a new window and take you to the MT4i webpage. Here on the MT4i webpage, remember, this is the first step. You need to do this first before you even install the Trade Copier EA onto your MetaTrader. Click the word register either up here at the top right or down here in the center, and this is going to allow you to create a free account. You have to create a username and a password, and you enter in your email address. Once you've completed that step and you've created a username, you have to send me the username in an email. Send me your username and tell me that that's your username for the MT4i Trade Copier, and then I can add you to my list on my MT4 account. Otherwise, if you do not give me your username, I can't add you to the list, and you will not receive any of the trades that will be copied from my trading platform to yours. You have to give me the you have to give me the username so that I can add it to my list. Once you've completed that step, then you can go back to this page here, the welcome page, and scroll down here and select the first line of text that reads MT4i Trade Mirror Receiver Setup. Click on that. It will open up a zip folder. You want to download it either into your downloads folder or onto your desktop, and then extract it and open it, and it will look just like this for you on your desktop. It'll open up the folder here for you, and it'll look just like this. This is the PDF manual for the MT4i Trade Copier. I definitely recommend that you take a few minutes to look through all of the pages. I think it's about 21 pages. I definitely recommend you review it and understand what it's all about. It's very simple to set up. I'm going to show you how to set it up. But remember, this is something that's going to make you money for many, many years into the future. I'm going to be trading this account for many, many years into the future, and you may want to do different things with your trading account. And this trade copier has many different features and functions that you can do to the money management controlling, which will give you at different points in times of your life when you have different goals. These features may come into play for you, and you want to be aware of them. Obviously, you don't have to understand them all, but just review through it. It's very important, I believe, to really take a few minutes to understand some of the programs that you're going to be using that are for investment purposes. This is an investment in your financial stability, and I really think it's important to understand what's going on with the trade copier. Now, to install it, all you have to do is click on the word here. You'll notice this setup installation file. Just double click on it. Double click here, and it's going to ask you to run the program. I click run. This is how easy it is. It's really, really easy to set up. Obviously, I'm using Windows 7, so I'm going to click yes. And it's going to give me the terms and conditions. I select I agree. Now, here it's asking me, where do I want to install the receiver, the MT4 Trade Copier Receiver EA. Now, these are all of the MetaTrader platforms that I have installed on this particular computer, and it'll show you the same one. Obviously, they're not going to be the same on your computer. It just depends on which ones you have installed on your computer. In this example, I'm going to select the Forex Limited account. But before I do that, I want to show you my Forex Limited account. I'm going to go over here to Navigator, and I want you to see that there is no Trade Copier EA installed here under the word Expert Advisors. Now I'm going to close my platform, and I'm going to install it on just the Forex Limited. I click the word install, and that's it. It literally takes just the blink of an eye or just a few seconds. Click OK, and now the Trade Copier EA is installed on my Forex Limited account. Let me show you that right now. Okay, now I'm opening the Forex Limited account. This is my MetaTrader account, and in just a moment we'll be able to see. I'm going to select or open the word Expert Advisors over here on the left, and there it is, MT4i Internet Mirror Receiver. That's how easy it is. And if you selected to install it on all of your MetaTrader platforms, it'll be that easy to install it. Now, all we need to do at this point is click on it, right click on it one time, and drag it right into one chart. Obviously, I have all 6 of the major currencies open here on this page. So at this point, you're going to see this options box for the MT4i Trade Copier Receiver. Here's the Inputs tab, here's the Common tab. First of all, let's start off with inputs. Now remember when you first, in step one, you went to the website and you created the username and password and you had to send me the username. Well, here you're also going to add my username. My username is the channel, and my username is important for you to have entered in here correctly, because this is going to tell the trade copier where to get the trades from. And then go down to the next one. You would type in your username that you created on the MT4i website, and then you would type in your password for the MT4i website. Now, obviously, I didn't do that for this example, but it's exactly what you would do here. Once you have these three settings, then you scroll down here, and obviously, as I mentioned, in the PDF manual, you're going to see explanations for all of these other settings. There's a lot of settings in here, and you can really customize the trade copier to do a lot of different things that you want it to do. But we're going to scroll down here to lot sizing. There are 5 different methods that you can use to determine what kind of leverage you're going to use or the lot size you're going to use, whether it's micros, minis, or standards. And again, please review through that PDF manual. So for example, if you wanted to use a fixed lot size, you would simply go in here and type in the lot size that you want. If it's a standard, it would be 1.0. If it's a mini, it would be 0.10. And if it's a micro, it would be 0.01. That would be one option. Another option is to just simply allow the trade copier to execute a percentage of your entire balance in your account. So let's say, for example, if you wanted to risk 1% on every trade. So here you would just type in under risk factor 1% or 2%. And remember, if you want to make any changes to these numbers in here, you just simply double click in here, and that allows you to start changing the options there. Lot size multiplier, you can change the lot size versus what I'm trading. Equity per lot, you can select maximum lots, minimum lots. You can select all of this in here. It really allows you to really customize all of these details and select which option you want to use to determine your leverage and lot size that you're going to use, whatever you're comfortable with. Again, if you wanted to just do, let's say, a micro, you could start off by just selecting 0.01, and then of course you would use under risk, you would put 0.0. And then down here, maximum number of lots. If you wanted to do 10 or 1, it really is all up to you. And then you could do minimum number of lots. So these would be some of the settings that you could use if you just wanted to use lot size, or again, percentage, whichever choice you use. Once you're done with those settings, you click the word OK, and then it's going to allow me to accept a few other boxes here. Just click yes to those, and now you can see that it's installed. So we're going to close that window, open this one, and I installed it here just on the pound dollar. Remember, we had 6 open charts here, but I only installed the EA on 1 chart. And you'll notice that this little guy up here has a smile face, and that's what you want to see. You want to make sure that he has a smile face. If there's an X, then that means perhaps you don't have the Expert Advisors tab depressed here where you have that green light. There's a few ways to get to this information. You can go up here to Tools and then Options and then select Expert Advisors. Make sure that all of these choices are selected here with a checkbox. But if you want to go back to that main options box for the trade copier, just double click the smile face. And here it brings us back to the inputs tabs again and the common. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like if there's a sad face there. This would be one of the reasons why you would see a sad face. You want to make sure that under common it has the word allow live trading check marked here. Now let's click OK, and I'll show you what it looks like when I've turned it off. This means that none of the trades are going to be processed and copied from my account to yours. And you'll see that now that there's a sad face. So now none of the trades are going to come through. That's how you turn it off. That's how you can turn off the trade copier. But if you want it to always execute trades for you, double click the smile face, come back to the word common, and then make sure that you have you've selected and checked allow live trading and then allow DLL imports. Those are the 2 primary ones that you want to make sure are selected. As far as enable alerts, that's up to you. Now we click OK, and he goes back to showing a smile face. So let's talk about some of the information over here to the left. You'll notice that it reads last heartbeat the word none. Now there are a couple of reasons why you would see the word none. The first reason is if you did not send me your username. Remember, step number 1 was to create your username on that website and then send it to me. And when you send it to me, once I see it, I will add it to my list, my MT4i list, and that way you're connected to my trade copier, my MT4 account. and that would make sure that you're connected and receiving the trades. Now, for example, remember I mentioned that I did not set up an account for this one. This is just for an example purposes, but that would be the reason why. As soon as I see your username and you've sent it to the email address that I mentioned, as soon as I see it and I add it to the list, I will then send you back a confirmation email letting you know that it is now at that point installed and added to the list. Now, please keep in mind that if you send me an email at a particular time, let's say during live trading hours, I probably won't answer emails during regular trading hours because I'm busy trading, but I will get to it as soon as I can. And the other time would be, let's say on the weekend. I spend time with my family on Saturday nights and Sunday mornings. So if you send it during those hours, I probably won't see your email during that time, but I'll get back to it before the market opens on Sunday. I check my emails. And the other time would be, of course, if I'm sleeping. If I'm sleeping, normally I'm sleeping during the Asian session. If the market has already given me trading opportunities during the London and New York session. So that would be the only time that you would see the word none if you didn't send me the username. The other time that you would see the word none is if my trading platform is closed. If I close my MT4 platform, then obviously there won't be any heartbeat coming from my MT4 account, and you would see the word none. Then you know that my trading platform is closed. The only time I close it is again if I'm sleeping or when the market's closed on the weekend, or if I'm doing some kind of computer maintenance on my particular computer that I'm running the MT4 platform on. That would be the only time I'm closing the platform. I usually trade during the regular London and New York sessions, which is 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. Those are my normal trading hours. But if the market is moving in, let's say, consolidation the way it has over the past few months, it's going to provide fewer trading opportunities. And sometimes I have to wait until the Asian session to get a trade. And if that's the case, then of course you would see the trade copier and I would be trading during the Asian session as well as I have in the past. But I don't usually do that. When there's a normal market trading environment, my normal trading hours are from 11 a.m. from 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. New York time or Eastern time, which covers the London and the New York session. Now, you'll also see the word missing EA parameters. If you see that, well, the reason it's showing that word here in red is that if I double click on the face, I did not add my username and my password. If I would have added these three options here, channel, username, and password, and then selected OK, I would not see the red word that reads missing EA parameters. Everything would be just fine. Again, the first step, make your username and password and send me that username. And then once I've added to the list, I will send you a confirmation letting you know that it's added to the list and everything is set up correctly. If you've done these steps as far as adding the trade copier to this chart, everything will be fine if the market's open, and you'll see the last heartbeat will read a time and a date, and you'll know that you're connected. Now, one last note, you only need to add the EA onto one chart, even though we have all 6 charts open. If you add the EA to all of these charts, then it probably will not process and trade or copy the trades correctly from my MT4 account. You only need to add it to one chart, but you need all of the charts that I trade opened so that way they will duplicate and copy into your account. Now, if I place a trade on the euro yen, even though you only added the EA on the pound dollar, it will still execute the trade as long as you have the euro yen trade or chart open on your platform. If I execute a trade on the euro yen, it will still do the same thing. You're fine. You just need to add it only onto one chart, but leave all of the charts open that I trade.